Deep into the April face, a change has clearly taken place. Looking for the summer, the eyes take on a certain gaze and leave behind the springtime days. Go looking for the summer. This ain't no game of kiss and tell. The implications how you knew so well. Go looking for the summer. Time has come and they must go to play the passion out that haunts you so. Looking for the summer. Remember love, how it was the same. We scratched and hurt each other's growing pains. We were looking for the summer. And still I stand this very day with a burning wish to fly away. I'm still looking for the summer. Looking for the summer.
Yes, the same kind of story that seems to come down from long ago. Two friends having coffee together when something flies by their window. It might be out on that lawn, which is wide, at least half of the playing field. Because there's no explaining what your imagination can make you see and feel. Your body means nothing, you'll get hypnotized. it's not a meaningless question to ask if they've been and gone. I remember a talk about North Carolina in a strange, strange pond. You see, the sides were like glass in the thick of a forest without a road. And if any man's hand ever made that land, then I think it would have showed. And that's why it seems like a dream. They got me hypnotized. And I know that's right. Say there's a place down in Mexico where a man can fly over mountains and hills. And he don't need an airplane or some kind of engine, and he never will. Now you know it's a meaningless question to ask, 'cause those stories are right. 'Cause what matters most, feeling you get when you're hypnotized. When it seems like a dream, they got you hypnotized. When your body means nothing, you're hypnotized. When it seems like a dream, they got you hypnotized. Yeah, that's when they got you hypnotized. It seems like a dream. When it seems like a dream. 'Cause when your body means nothing, you float around.